Barbie!
I told you to wait in the dream house.
Boys, avenge me! Avenge me! Avengers!
Bazinga.
Scruffy-looking nerf herders.
Ethan Hunt contacted you?
I am good, Rooster. I'm very good.
So you are Yoi's a trainer who trains.
Gonzo the Great will ride this baby again.
Hello and welcome to episode 83 of the Real Serious Podcast. Joined by Charles today. We're talking some Freaky Friday. We're going to talk some weapons and we're going to talk a plethora of trailers as we have quite a few to discuss. Before we get into that, what's up, Chuck? How we been, man?
Good. Correction, you will be talking weapons and Freakier Friday.
I think by this point in the podcast history,
it's
the people know that you're just here for the ride.
I'm just here. I'm here for a good time.
Yeah.
Yes. But I'm good. I'm quite good. I went for a run yesterday. I hadn't run for a month. And I have a marathon in 2 months. So I'm frightened. But it went kind of well.
All right.
Like 4 miles.
Look at you.
Felt pretty good. Spotify was cooking. I did the like you play one song and just see what happens, you know?
Yeah.
And Spotify did me well yesterday. So yeah.
All right.
That's where I'm at. How about you?
Just kind of hanging out.
You've been bored.
I've been bored. I've been very bored. I made banana bread last night because I was bored. I made bagels this morning because I was bored. So a lot of boredom creeping into the old noggin. I think it's because football season's right around the corner, and I can
oh my god, I'm so fired up.
Feel it.
I'm so fired up.
Preseason, it's on TV again. Like we're talking about it. I feel like that's the reason why I'm kind of just like creeping up. And also, we're in that August slump in the theaters where there's not another blockbuster really until like the fall. That being said, there's actually a lot of good movies coming out as we're going to talk about in the trailers. But like, I kind of feel like we're in like a down period before we come back up again in like September, October, November, December. And we're kind of like, then we're in a marathon sprint, football and more movies and kind of the whole thing. So we're in a lull. We're in a lull.
What are your thoughts on getting rid of the preseason? I think it's the stupidest thing ever.
I think you'll have to reduce it if you want more actual games. Like if they go to like a 19 game season or like they want to like a 20 game regular season, then you have to reduce the number of preseason games. And like people will just treat the second parts of like the beginning part of the season as just like preseason, but it's too many games for these guys to play.
I mean, I just think it's kind of bogus because our guys are getting injured. Like Anthony Richardson, granted it's a dislocated pinky. I'm not sure that's going to, really hurt the season. But like he got injured. Your boy got like very seriously injured. And I keep seeing headlines that these random play, like one of our third round pick cornerback who's doing really well in training camp, he tore his ACL. It's like, why are we? I get that they need the experience, but we also have we have like practice. What do you call it when a team joins another team for practice?
Like a joint practice?
Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't think of that, but we have joint practices. They get reps with other teams.
Yeah.
Granted, they usually end in brawls, but I get that players need real game experience, but so many players are getting injured that it just doesn't seem worth it.
I see it's hard. I think it's more so that they just play too long, but also, I mean, these guys are getting bigger, stronger than faster than ever before. You also have better recovery stuff than ever before. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know if there's a good solution to it, but I also think there's just more of a emphasis on it, right? Like we do take concussions and hits more seriously now than ever. We really do put a lot of focus on those things. So then that's where you'll have all those extra eyes on it. And maybe that is kind of just like one of those things where it's, we never thought about it before. Like we didn't think about it as much. So now we just notice it everywhere. It's like when you buy a new car and you see that car everywhere. Maybe that's part of it.
I suppose. I also think we as an audience are the problem if we want to get rid of this because there were more viewers, I think, in the Hall of Fame game than there were in the NBA Finals.
Well, that's just because the NBA is bad. It's the NBA is a bad product. I stand by that.
I think the NBA is not too bad.
The NBA is not a good product.
I don't think it's that bad.
The NBA has the opposite problem of the NFL because the NFL is a organization run league where the NBA is a player run league, and so it allows guys to take games off and take those rest periods where it just doesn't. I don't think it's good for the programs to allow that. But hey, I'm not a GM, so
I'm just a guy.
I'm just a guy. Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk in sports.
We're back.
Cinema. Heard of it? I'm sure you have. So, Charles, what have you been watching, man? Anything good?
I watched 2 films this week. Obviously, neither of which were the.
No.
Yes.
No. I'd honestly be more surprised if the 2 that were weapons in Freakier Friday.
I did watch an episode of
your AMC list is just itching to be used.
Peacemaker. Watched an episode of Peacemaker.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That's awesome.
And then I watched 2 films that honestly I don't think you've seen either of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Late on me.
That was my week. I watched A Fish Called Wanda.
Okay.
Which have you heard of it?
I've not heard of that.
Really, you haven't? It's one. So
shaming me.
My kind of interpretation of this film and its impact is it's one of those like sort of underground comedies, sort of not. That kind of
you watched the wrong Jamie Lee Curtis movie this week.
That I did, yeah. That kind of paved the way comedies were made going forward. At least that's the way that was described to me by my buddy who I watched it with. But I gave it 3.5 stars. I'm going to be honest. The humor is really crude, and a lot of it went over my head. I think if I were to rewatch this, I would like it a lot more. So we'll see. Maybe in like a year, I'll show it to Jenna, and I'll like it a lot more. But then I watched a Studio Ghibli because, we keep talking about doing a Studio Ghibli episode. We have been for probably 50 episodes, and we still haven't.
We never do.
I
think that's gonna be maybe that's a January one.
Hunter, you've been pushing this off 4 months in the future
but I do watch it. Like that's where it's. I don't know why we keep pushing it off.
Like in January, you were saying, that feels like a May. In May, we should do that in August.
I know.
I gave this 5 stars. I gave it.
Wow.
I didn't say what I watched. Tale of the Princess Kaguya. I literally searched up yesterday morning. Greatest Studio Ghibli films. And then I went to the Rotten Tomatoes article where it's like Studio Ghibli films ranked by tomato meter or whatever. And this had, I think, a 100% audience score and 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I gave it a watch. It's really a really interesting story. It's heartbreaking. I won't lie to you. The ending is not really what you want it to be. But I thought it was very interesting. It's basically about this like bamboo farmer who ends up finding this little princess in a bamboo stalk.
Okay.
And then this princess turns into a baby. And he's like, this was sent down from the heavens, and this is a princess, and we must treat it as such. And then he finds a bunch of gold in another bamboo stalk, and he ends up like buying a mansion for this young princess and trying to basically groom her to become like this noble princess. And she it's basically just a film about like her growing up in rural Japan and like trying to adapt to this and not really being able to. And it's quite sad, but very good.
Well, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out. Yeah, I know. We got to do that. I don't know why I've been putting it off, especially because next week, like we just pulled. For those who don't know, next week we're going to do the Matrix quadrilogy.
Why don't we audible and do Ghibli? Because some of us may not have enough time to watch the Matrix quadrilogy.
Yeah, but it's like The Matrix.
Okay.
I think we should watch The Matrix. It's almost like I gave you 3 weeks to catch up on The Matrix.
You give me 1 week.
It's two whole weeks. 2 whole weeks.
You've given me 1 week so far. And I was way too busy watching these other 2 movies to watch.
Yeah, watching these other 2 that you didn't have nothing to do with anything. I like the projector screen in the background. That's a nice.
You like that?
It's a good look.
Thank you. I'm starting to put posters up.
Oh.
Yeah. So here's the vision. Hunter,
Yeah.
Since you asked. This wall's kind of misleading. It's probably another 8 feet back. It looks like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But so I have 6 of these smaller posters and then one big one. So I think what I'm gonna do is do the the 2, 1, big one, 1, 2.
3, 4.
What?
1, 2. Oh,
so
okay. I'm getting you now.
These 2.
Yeah, this is great
1
audio for the podcast. That I'm thinking about.
Right. 2, 1.
Yeah.
Big one in the middle, and then basically the same pattern on the other side.
So by episode 100, you will have more posters on the wall.
Maybe 110.
Okay. No pressure there. No pressure. Before I get into what I was watching, I've been meaning to ask you. $1,000 Death Star, the $1,000 Lego Death Star.
It's BS.
They need to get over themselves. I need the Lego market to crash. I need them to get over themselves. These Lego,
don't know,
Lego Star Wars.
Lego released like a month ago that they were gonna have. Actually, it was probably longer than that, but a $1,000 Lego Death Star, which is the most expensive set that Lego's ever released. I think before that it was the Eiffel Tower, and that might have been it might have actually been the Imperial Star Destroyer. But regardless, this is far and away the most expensive set. And like the Lego Death Star that was made a decade ago is one of the most highly coveted.
Falcon is $849.
What is now? It's retired.
Oh, it says it's on Lego.com.
Oh, it was
$849 available now. Yeah.
What?
The Ultimate Collector's Edition, $849.
The UCS, you mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Death Star is one of the most highly coveted Lego sets from the past. So I'm guessing that they're just trying to recreate it to pinch every Lego fan's wallets.
I need the Lego market to crash.
But it looks bad.
Yeah, it's just like
flat.
a sliver.
It's not round. Yeah, it's literally just like a wall display piece, but it doesn't even look that great.
No.
So especially for $1,000, there's got to be more.
I need something.
It does have 9,000 pieces. I do want to see a size comparison because it's probably it's probably big.
It's probably very big. Yeah.
But you can't really tell in the photos that were leaked. Yeah.
But yeah, that was talking Legos. So back to what I was watching. 4 things this week. First one was Tenet. When I first saw Tenet, I actually saw Tenet in theaters in 2020 while the world was shut down. Like the only thing that really released that year. I didn't really love it the first time I saw it, but now I have a vast appreciation for it. Big vibes movie. Just kind of go into it and you're like, I'm here for the vibe. And you know what? It works. It works big time. So shout out Christopher Nolan and Tenet. Big fan. He had that 4 stars. Then I watched Freakier Friday and Weapons, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And then I finished my week off with going back to my my James Bond watch long, I guess, for the next Sean Connery Bond, and that's 1965's Thunderball. I gave it 3.5 stars. Bond has evolved at this point. It's pretty amazing, Thunderball. There's an 8-minute underwater action sequence that actually is pretty cool that just keeps going. But by this movie, Bond is honestly like a predator. He needs to be locked up. The way he treats women is shocking. It's gone from wow, look at this charming Bond guy. It's like, oh, James, you dog, to now it's like, James, you need help. Someone needs to put you away. So I'm very excited for the next one, which is, I think, what's the next one? I think You Only Die Twice. You Only Live Twice. So that's I'm excited for that as well. So that's up next. But yeah, James Bond. I'm gonna watch that today. I'm gonna keep James Bonding it. I really like
You
it.
know what? I might too, because I have that box set of all of the James Bonds.
So do I.
Skyfall. Wait, you
Yeah.
have the same one?
Yeah.
Like the long one that's gold?
I have it's like a white box.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hmm.
Have you ever seen any of the original James Bonds? Like Dr. No is quite good, I would say.
Dr. No sucks.
Oh, I like Dr. No. I think my favorite one right now, I think, is Goldfinger. I think
that's a popular one, but
I mean, I'm only through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only through 4. I got You Only Live Twice today.
Jenna and I had a kick in college where we wanted to watch all of the James Bond movies, and then we started with Dr. No, and we were like, yeah, I think we're good.
I'm excited for when he finally goes to space. James Bond will eventually go to space, and I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm.
I could, yeah, you sound like you're excited for that.
Like Austin Powers. Austin Powers went there before James Bond.
So here's my issue. Also with these James Bond movies is seeing Austin Powers first has kind of ruined parts of James Bond for me. In Austin Powers, obviously they do like he hits the button and the seat falls back and then his guy falls in and he's like, it's Will Ferrell and he's like, oh, I'm still alive down here. They do the whole bit. Remember that bit?
Mm-hmm.
So the actual version
bit
of it happens in this one I just watched, and it just makes me laugh at it and like takes away all the fear from it because it's just like, oh, I saw Dr. Evil do that, and I like that though. I like that. I'm very excited to keep going though with the James Bond franchise. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot about it. I'm learning that I do quite enjoy it, but my God, it's fascinating to learn. I think the next one I have is The Last Connery until the one after that. So they go away from Connery, then they come back to Connery, and then they go away from Connery again, which is very interesting. But we'll get there when we get there. So yeah, that was talking James Bond. We do that quite a bit actually.
Going off the agenda quite a bit.
Yeah, I know. Ready for some news?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna get some news because we have a lot of trailers to talk about. So the news is pretty quick. AI, Disney, 2 AI things that they were going to do, they decided not to because of backlash potential. One was in Tron Ares. They were going to have a AI sidekick character for what's his name? What's his actual name in the movie? It's not Clue. It's like he's like the dad. We just watched it like 2 weeks ago. Tron.
Wait, no, we can do this. We can get this.
Oh, I looked it up.
Flynn.
Yeah. Kevin Flynn.
Yes.
Yeah. So they were gonna have an AI sidekick character for Kevin Flynn, and they decided to go not do that because they were just like, you know what, that seems like backlash potential. And honestly, good call. I don't want AI in my movies. Stop it. The other one they were gonna do is just so much funnier. They were going to deep fake The Rock on a larger body for the Moana live action remake. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Stop it. Stop using AI in movies. Stop using AI in art. I don't want it. I don't want it. I will actively avoid your AI everything.
Why is it called deep fake?
Because it's deeply fake. There you go.
I just think it's a weird name.
I even think it's weird that they bring back old or dead actors. Like, you know how in Rogue One they brought back Tarkin? Just like recast him with someone who looks similar. Or like even in the Mandalorian when they do like the Luke stuff and it's like a deep fake.
Wait, that Tarkin guy is he dead in real life?
Oh yeah, like he died like a long time ago.
Oh, what?
And like, how about, remember Leia? They did Leia too.
Leia was alive though.
Was Carrie Fisher alive when that happened?
Pretty sure Carrie Fisher was alive.
Well, obviously she didn't look like that, right? So like, right. I still think that's. It still feels. No, she was not alive when that came out.
What?
She was. She died like that earlier that year.
So she was alive when they filmed it.
But she wasn't there when they filmed it. They filmed a different actress. I don't know. I think that you can just recast, like, even the guy in The Mandalorian who's like the Luke Skywalker stand-in, he looks like young Mark Hamill. So just why can't we just have that guy and be like Luke Skywalker? Like I don't. It just takes me out a lot when I see stuff like that.
Okay.
But that's all. That's it. The next one is there's going to be a new Lego movie. So a new Lego movie called Inner Child is moving forward here at Universal. It's going to be from James Morosini, with the Lego Group highly involved. So back to Legos, talking about Legos. There's not a whole lot of information about what it is right now. I'll be very interested to see, though, if they could get back to the level of the Lego Movie 1 or even the Lego Batman movie.
I haven't seen the Lego Batman movie, and
you would really like the Lego Batman movie.
I think you're a lot higher on the Lego movie than I am.
I think the Lego movie is one of the better animated movies maybe ever. I'd put it in like the top 10 animated movie I've ever seen.
Wow.
And I think Lego Batman movie, I think you would really like, actually. So
okay.
you should take a peek at that. Not to brag, I have it on Steelbook, so.
Oh,
yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. Sorry all the
familiar.
haters out there, but step back. But yeah. Next up is Spider-Punk. So there's going to be a Spider-Punk spin-off movie from the Spider-Verse films with Daniel Kaluuya very involved. I thought Daniel Kaluuya was in like a cult and kind of dropped off the face of the earth, but he's back. So shout out Daniel Kaluuya. So yeah, that seems probably coming like the next decade. We'll probably get that, but I'm excited for that.
2040.
Yeah, 2047. We'll finally get that. There's also a rumor that there's going to be like a Spider-Women animated spin-off movie as well, which shout out. Let's do it. I like these. If you're going to do Spider-Man movies where you're going to get weird in multiverse, do it in animated. I think that works a lot better.
I think let's get this third trilogy movie out,
let's actually
and then we can start worrying about.
Let's finish the actual trilogy out.
Let's not put the cart before the horse here, Hunter. Let's not.
Well, we got what, 2 years? June 25th, 2027. We're almost there.
Okay.
We're almost there. Come on. Believe in it. Okay. And the last piece of news is not as much news. It's more of just a cry for help. Hamilton is getting re-released in theaters like in September. Stop it. Stop. I'm over it. I don't want Hamilton. I'm done.
Whoa.
I have been out on Hamilton. I've been back in on Hamilton. I am over the Hamilton of it all.
Hamilton's
I think
great.
that society has gone downhill since Hamilton became like a thing.
What?
I'm over Hamilton. We need to move on. It's time to move on from Hamilton.
You want to see something kind of epic?
I am so beyond over Hamilton. It's not even funny.
I don't know why. That's kind of bonkers.
I don't. It's too much everywhere. I'm over it. It's the exact same thing that's been on Disney Plus for 5 years. It's that same movie. They're just putting it in theaters now. With like an intro from Lin-Manuel Miranda being like, "This is my shot. Thanks guys for coming." And I'm just like, I don't want it. Go away. I'm over it.
Can you see my screen?
No.
Shit. Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
See that?
Yeah.
10,000 supporters. It's under consideration.
How
does this make you feel, Hunter?
I don't like this. I'm over Hamilton. I don't want any more Hamilton.
For those not
watching,
we're somehow bringing up Lego again for the third time in this podcast.
Don't care about Hamilton.
We're like 20 minutes in. We brought up Lego 3 times.
I just don't like Hamilton.
But
for this.
Lego has this Lego Ideas thing where you can submit ideas, hence the name Lego Ideas. And if you get 10,000 votes, the set becomes under consideration. And this Hamilton set got 10,000 votes. Let's see what the comments are.
Here's maybe my issue with it. All right. It feels lazy. That's my biggest issue with it.
Hamilton feels lazy?
No, this feels lazy. Putting the same record that's been on Disney Plus. Okay, let me ask you this. You're someone who likes Hamilton. wouldn't it have been better if for the 10-year anniversary they were like, hey guys, we're gonna do a big budget Hamilton movie in the same vein as the Wicked movie that just happened? Wouldn't that make
No.
See, then that's crazy to me. I don't know why. Like, I would be like, all right, at least that's interesting and new. Like, this is the same exact recording that's been on Disney Plus for free for 5 years.
Hunter, how do you feel about the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies going to theaters?
They're not in theaters all the time, and people are not like singing it all the time for the last decade.
But how do you feel about them coming back to theaters? I mean, they're pretty available on streaming.
Don't do this. This is not.
How do you feel about it?
This is not the same thing.
This
is not. You know it. This is not the same thing. Hamilton has been in the cultural zeitgeist for like quite literally since it came out, and it's just been the same thing over and over again.
But how do you feel about it?
But you're proving my point more because we haven't moved on. Like in Spider-Man, we moved on. We're now on the fourth one of a different guy. Like, this is not nostalgia yet because it never went away. It stayed.
I think Hamilton is just always going to be front of mind.
See,
but you didn't answer my question. How do you feel about the Sam Raimi trilogy coming back to theaters? Do you have your tickets?
Pumped. Yeah, I'm beyond pumped. I got my tickets already.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Don't do this. You're just sicko. Whatever. Let's get to some trailers. All right. I'm gonna order these in least interesting to most interesting to me. Because why not? Because you were rude. I was gonna do it in what I thought you would like the most, but now I'm doing it what I would like the most.
Hunter, let me never mind actually.
No. Speak your truth.
I was gonna go off so off topic.
You can go. Send it.
So, one of my roommates is planting sunflowers.
Okay.
And how tall do you think a sunflower? I bring this up because I'm looking at it right now. How tall
I think
do you
they get about. I kind of feel like they get like 7 or 8 feet tall.
And then they bloom.
I would assume so. At that point, do they get taller than that? In the Shrek movie, they're like not that tall.
I'm looking at one. It is 11 to 12 feet right now, and it has not bloomed yet.
What?
Here, let me see if I can.
Oh yeah, I looked up Google. It says 6 to 12 feet. Some giants can get to 12 to 16 feet.
Do you see this?
That's a big sunflower.
Are you seeing this?
Oh, I'm seeing this.
It's enormous.
Maybe he's got to prune some of the leaves.
It is, but it just keeps going up.
It just keeps going. All right then. First trailer. First trailer is Cold Storage. Cold Storage is starring Joe Keery, Georgina Campbell, and Liam Neeson. Zombies, baby. They're back.
You're least excited for this?
Yeah, this didn't really move the needle a whole lot for me.
Wow, I thought this looked good.
Good thing I did it in my order and not yours. What did you like about this?
What's his name from Stranger Things?
Yeah, I do like the Joe Keery getting a little shout out.
Also Liam Neeson, big fan.
Also, the writer of this movie is quite good. For those who don't know, the writer of this movie is David Koepp, who, for some things that people would know, wrote the original Spider-Man, wrote the original Mission Impossible, wrote the first Jurassic Park movie, also wrote things like Black Bag and Jurassic World Rebirth, which was recently.
What I liked about this is it didn't look like a typical zombie movie where it's just like people. It looked like everything was going down for like any living thing. And I can't really tell if the people in this, like all these characters, know what to expect. Like, it almost seems like they go into this like having no idea anything that's going on, and they're like figuring out as they go and seeing that animals also get this plague, which just feels different. Like The Last of Us is just people. Zombieland is just people. Walking Dead is just people.
I'm with you on that.
You can tell.
Wait, The Last of Us. Oh yeah, I guess dogs. I thought there was dogs in The Last of Us. I don't know. This just to me was just like it looked good. Like I'd definitely like to see it, but I just didn't move the needle a whole lot. Besides, I was like, wow, Joe Keery getting some work. Good for him.
with the bleached with the
with the
frosted
bleached
tip.
with the bleached hair. Shout out.
Mm-hmm.
The next one was Him. Trailer 2 for Him. This is the football horror thriller from Jordan Peele's company, Monkey Paw. This one to me was just kind of a lot of the same as we saw in the first trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this. One thing I'll say about this, I think it's swinging for the fences, which I respect. But I think when it's doing that, it could miss. I think this is either a 4-star for me or a 2-star for me. I don't think I'll be in the 3 range at all when I go see this finally.
It just seems very like it's making a big claim.
Yeah.
Especially given what happened like 2 weeks ago in New York.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I think it's good that they're making it, and it's timely, but it just seems very like. Yeesh.
I think that it's weird enough where I think it could work. I don't know if it might commit to the bit too much. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when stuff goes over the top, I'm worried it might do that. But also I think if this is the story you're trying to tell where like it's a weird supernaturally like committing to the bit kind of thing, you almost have to. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I could take Marlon Wayans seriously, but it's just the trailers. But we'll get there when we get there. It comes out really soon. It comes out in September. Like we're only like 4 or 5 episodes away from seeing it. So
sweet.
That'd be a good one. Also they have one of the worst like fake NFL names. It's the USFF, which I assume is like the United States Football Federation or something. Bad one. Bad fake NFL name. Next up is something that we have to watch. I'm sorry, we have to watch this. Is The Paper. This is the Office spin-off show.
You do not have to watch this.
Yes, we have to watch this. We have to watch this. This is the Paper spin-off show with shout out Oscar Nunez coming back on the show as Oscar Martinez. This takes place in like a Midwest newspaper, and the publisher is trying to, make it something again. I think there is a 1% shot that this is good, and the 99% is that this is just real not good.
It didn't look good.
The trailer is a bit rough.
It looks like nothingness.
It does. It looks so, which I think this is so funny because it's actually an interesting concept. I think the idea of like a local paper is pretty interesting, like funny, because it's like they only cover stories that are local. You could have people who like want to become big reporters, but they're stuck covering like a JV football game. Like this, I think is an interesting topic, but I feel like they're going to just not do the interesting parts of it. We'll see though.
Right.
I'm really just there for my boy Oscar. Obviously the best and funniest character from the original show.
You think he's the best and the funniest?
No.
Okay.
That was that's what us in the business called sarcasm.
Okay.
Aha! Yeah.
Missed that one.
Yeah. Woo, right over his head. Right over his head. Next up is Jay Kelly. Jay Kelly is Noah Baumbach's newest movie. Jay Kelly is about famous movie actor Jay Kelly, who is played by George Clooney, and his manager Ron, who I believe is played by Adam Sandler. And they kind of go on a journey about kind of this falling star and what legacy he'll leave behind as Jay Kelly. It's in some theaters in November. It comes actually on Netflix December 5th. I hope it's in a theater near me because I would like to see this in theaters if possible. I thought this looked pretty good. I think it's hopefully a good George Clooney role. I feel like I haven't got one of those in a little while. I feel like the best thing he was in recently was
probably The Flash.
Yeah, that's a big standout role for him. Hail Caesar in like 2016, he was good. Ticket to Paradise was pretty good in 2022, but that wasn't like a serious role. But that was good. He was good in that.
You and I have very different lists this week of like what's
interesting to us.
Yeah, because this was up there.
I thought this looked good. Like everything from this point on, I'm like actually interested in.
Okay.
The trailer just didn't, it didn't give me a whole lot, which I do appreciate. I like Noah Baumbach a whole lot. I'm kind of excited to see how this goes, especially because this is his like first true follow up to Barbie. in the writing category, and like his first directorial follow-up to White Noise and Marriage Story, which White Noise I didn't really like a whole lot, but Marriage Story I really did like. So that's that for that. The next one is Shelby Oaks. So Shelby Oaks is coming from Chris Stuckman. For those who don't know, he is a YouTube reviewer for years, and then he went ahead and decided to make his own movie. I believe the proof of concept or like the original cut was so good that Neon stepped in and were like, "Hey Chris, we really like this. Here's a lot more money to change some stuff and make it a little more high budget. Would you like that money and get a wider release?" He's like, "Yeah, I would." So shout out Chris Stuckman. Pretty cool to go from a YouTuber to like making full-blown movies. I like the mystery here. I thought this was pretty interesting, and I'm pretty excited about it because like everything around this movie is screaming, "This is good. This is good."
Which one was this?
This was the one with the woman who's looking for her sister.
The horror.
Yes, yeah. This I'm pretty interested in. Also, it's only an hour and a half, which I think is like a perfect length for a good horror movie. So pretty excited for that. It comes out October 2nd, so pretty soon.
It is so much easier to convince me to watch a movie if it's like an hour and a half or around an hour and a half than like when I go into watching a movie, if it's an hour and a half, I'm like, yes.
That was a shocker about Thunderball last night when I watched it. I looked at my watch and I was like, oh, probably got about 20 minutes left, and it just went on for another hour. I was like, wow, here we go again. Which I didn't, complain about because I liked it, but I was still just like, this is long. This is a long movie. But that's it for Shelby Oaks. All right. Next up, a trailer I've seen, I think 6 times now because of what I've going to the theaters the last couple of days and just seeing it. Regretting You. I don't think this will be good.
No?
I do think I'm gonna like it a lot. I think that this could be a real like it's like one of those where it's not good, but you're like, God, I just really like it. That's what this feels like. Also this what's this guy's name? Mason Thame everywhere right now.
He really is.
So shout out that guy. Also, has anyone looked more like Gwen Stacy than McKenna Grace has in this trailer? I was just like, that's Gwen Stacy.
Do you think it's weird watching a rom-com about people that aren't even 18?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think it's kind of weird.
I don't know. I feel like almost all of the rom-coms from the 80s were like teen rom-coms.
But in real life, were they 18 plus?
I'm pretty sure McKenna Grace is like 20 years old.
She's 19. Mason Thames turned 18 about a month ago.
Shout out. Damn, dude, that's what a career. What a career.
Shout out quite a lot this episode.
What a career for Mason Thames.
This is back like when you were saying, what are we doing a lot?
Yeah. Mason Thames, though, what a career at just 18. Good for him, man.
What's he done? He's done
How to Train Your Dragon. He's Hiccup, which they're not make like 4 of those. Black Phone, which just got its sequel, and the trailer's coming. The trailer actually just came out. That comes out in October, and then this. I feel like
he was also an Incoming Hunter.
Oh, true. As Benji Nelson.
He was the main character. He had one of the hardest watches. Like the end of that movie is so hard to watch.
Oh,
honestly, Hunter, if you just look up like End of Home or Incoming,
I don't know if I want to now.
Singing, it's heinous. It's foul.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He like sings to he's a freshman in high school, and he sings to an assembly of the entire school for a girl.
Yikes.
Real bad.
Yikes.
Mason Thames is, but I still think it's kind of weird that they're.
I think you're thinking about it too much.
Maybe.
I think you're thinking about it too much, and it's weirding you out.
It is weirding me out.
Okay, that's fair. I thought it looked pretty cute. I also think I'm here for the Dave Franco Renaissance. The Franco-sance is upon us, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. So I think this is gonna be quite good. Also, there's just a blatant ad in this trailer for AMC theaters. Did you notice that? There's 2 clips of them in the movie theater. One, he has the popcorn turned to the camera that says like the heartbreak feels good in a place like this, and then the other one like where they're kissing in the hallway. behind him it has like the giant A-list like ad.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. I like that.
Dude, if you look up photos of Mason Thames, he's mewing in like every photo.
He's the Rizzler.
He's
I think it's weirder to see McKenna Grace like grown up. I feel like she's had such a good career though, like for how young she is too. Like
I've seen like one.
No, you have not.
Film with her. Yeah, I have, and it was Ghostbusters.
She is literally young Captain Marvel, dude. She's literally young Captain Marvel. Yeah, yeah.
She and Mason Thames are dating.
Whoa. There we go.
I think.
They found love on
at least in this photo.
On Regretting You.
How about it?
I think this is gonna be cute. I'm actually pretty excited for this. I think this is gonna be a real just schlocky mess, but I'm excited for it. The next one that I think is gonna be quite good is Rental Family. I'm so in on this. I love this idea.
Big Brendan Fraser fan.
Yeah, I'm a Fraser guy. I'm here for it. But I love the concept of this, of like renting out an actor to pretend to be like someone in your family for events. I think that's so funny, and I think it could work so well. And Brendan Fraser is like the perfect guy for this because he just does give like that down on your luck, but just like the most genuine guy around. So I'm very, very excited for this movie.
This does look really, really wholesome and sweet.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this.
We've been there.
We've been there.
We've been to Japan.
We know what it's like. I like some of the little clips of like, there's one guy who like playing video games with him, and it's just like he just rented a guy to have a player too. Like I just like I like that. I think it's so funny. So I'm very, very excited for Rental Family, which is in November. So soon also. That's what I was saying. I think like last week I was like, I think some of the top 10 movies of the year for me are gonna come in the back half from like sleepers that I didn't know about.
I think it's been a pretty lame year.
I feel like it's been a good year.
Really?
I think we've had some lame ones, but like overall, I think we've had some real winners. I think Sinners is a real winner. I think Superman F1 I think was a real winner. We'll talk about two winners later today. Little tease for the people. I think comedies had some, like Naked Gun I think was incredible. So that you got to see. Yeah. And I think too we're going to get some more winners as the year goes on, as we're talking about today. But that's Rental Family. And then next up is If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. I saw this described as uncut gems for women, and that just was like, all right, anticipation list top there real quick. Rose Byrne and Conan O'Brien, my man Conan O'Brien. Shout out my guy. Shout him out. Shout out for Charles.
You gotta quit shouting people out.
But like, when is Conan O'Brien in like a dramatic role? Never. So like, if he's signed up for this, I'm fully in on this. I think this looks good. I think Rose Byrne has been kind of like slowly, quietly has just a great filmography, and if this is kind of her next big one, I'm ready for it. I like it. All right, the last two. This one, I think, might be my top 5 of the year. When we're all said and done, if it lives up to the very small expectations I have, and that's Ella McKay. Something about this trailer entranced me. I was like, this is so my thing in a movie. I really like Jamie Lee Curtis. I think Woody Harrelson's great in this small role. Emma Mackey, I've just kind of been waiting for her to have like that breakout moment, and this feels like it could be that.
What else has she been in?
I really liked her in Sex Education. She was also in Barbie, Death in the Nile, which like nobody saw. And this is kind of like her big one. She was actually in the running. I think she was the runner up for Lois Lane in Superman.
Oh wow!
So, yeah. So also she's going to be in that Chronicles of Narnia, like Greta Gerwig movie as the White Witch. So isn't that a big role in Narnia?
The White, yeah. In the first one, yeah.
So yeah, that's
actually it might be more than the first one. I don't know.
I don't remember Narnia.
I'm not that dialed in on Narnia.
Yeah. Also, I like Kumail. Kumail, especially in like dramatic roles, I think is always good. This I like this. It felt like comfort food as like a trailer, which I like in a movie. So I'm very in on
Shout out.
Ella McKay. Shout out. Did you like this trailer?
I did. I don't think quite as much as you, but
That's fair.
I agree. It did feel very like comforting.
Right?
Yes.
Like it just felt like soup.
I don't think I'm convinced that Jamie Lee Curtis is a great actress.
Fair.
But I thought this trailer was good.
Fair enough.
I'd probably put it top 3 of this week.
I
don't think I'd put your 1-1 as in my top 3 though.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fair enough. So highest to lowest comes out literally next week if you want to see it in theaters, which I'm definitely gonna find the time to go see it.
It comes out next week?
Yeah. Well, it comes out next week in theaters and then comes out again on Apple TV in like September. Highest to lowest is the newest Spike Lee joint, starring Denzel Washington. This looks quite good. A music mogul is targeted with a ransom plot, so he's jammed up in a life or death moral dilemma. Jeffrey Wright, my guy, Jeffrey Wright. I love like character actors, and Jeffrey Wright is one of my favorites right now. And did you not like this trailer? I'm very interested.
I didn't love the trailer. It seemed very anticlimactic given what is going on in the trailer.
Interesting.
Wow.
I'm like blown away by that, to be honest with you.
Like son is taken, for ransom or whatever, and it just didn't. It seemed very anticlimactic. It didn't seem like people were really making a huge deal out of it. It's kind of the vibe I got out of the trailer. Okay. I could be very wrong.
Okay.
I think it's an interesting idea, and I mean it's Denzel, so
Hello.
I'll be there.
Hello.
But, yeah, I just wasn't that fired up. But new music, A$AP Rocky. So,
well, in that case, you gotta go see it. I'm pretty excited for it. There's 2 movies this week that are coming out that I actually would like to see. It's this one and Americana. I like to find time to see. I don't know if I'll see both, but if I could only pick one, I'll probably see Highest to Lowest. I think.
I'll see Americana.
Will you actually?
I plan to.
Wow, I'm surprised by that.
Okay. Cool. It's whatever. I watch movies.
I was like, I didn't even think you went to like theaters ever. Well, I was like, Charles going to the movie theater? What? Does that happen?
It's not getting very good reviews.
Americana.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's why we make our own minds up.
It's got a 5.6 on IMDb.
Ooh. Also, I'm a little worried about my my one hot take when it came to the box office game we played in the beginning of the year about Taking the Bad Guys 2. It's doing well. It's not doing.
It's no Minecraft movie.
It's no Minecraft movie. That's for sure. That is for sure. I'm struggling a little bit there, so that's not great for me. Not a great look.
Hey, I took Snow White.
Oh, you did?
I think, yeah.
Wow.
So right there with you.
Yeah. I think only Jack took Superman. We'll have to pull that up again later on this year, but I really think that the box office is kind of set in stone, minus maybe a few things coming up for the rest of the year.
Avatar
is the big one, I think, obviously. And then I think there'll be some like smaller releases that might make some waves. I'm trying to think of like the movies the rest of the year. I think the rest of the year are like kind of smaller ones, but that all look good. Which is why I'm a little like torn. I don't think there'll be box office hits, but I think that there'll be Wicked. Wicked is the one. Duh. I was trying to think of the one. Oh, Zootopia. Yeah, Zootopia and Wicked are the 2 that are gonna just right up there.
They're gonna cook.
Yeah. I'm looking at this list that's like no, The Running Man, maybe. Predator Badlands, maybe. Oh, dude, Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
The Knives Out 3.
Hello. Knives Out 3 is only on Netflix, unfortunately.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I know. Man, Mickey 17 came out this year. That feels like forever ago. Wow. All right, let's get into some reviews. Charles, will you stay on for the reviews, please?
Yep.
All right, cool. I don't like when you leave me. I don't like when you
just
go.
leave you all alone.
You do. Sometimes you leave. All right, let's talk Freakier Friday first. I have some hot takes about this movie that we'll get into, but we'll start off with just the synopsis. 22 years after Tess and Anna endured an identity crisis, Anna now has a daughter and soon-to-be stepdaughter. As they navigate the challenges that come with two families merging, Tess and Anna discover that lightning may not strike twice. Starring Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan, Julia Butters, and Sophia Hammonds. Also with Manny Giacchino and some returning folks, including Chad Michael Murray as Jake, who was like the big love interest in the first one. Have you seen the original Freaky Friday, Charles?
Yep.
Did you like the first Freaky Friday?
It's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. I like the first Freaky Friday quite a bit. I am that's fine. It's whatever. Yeah, you didn't like it. My hot take on this movie is this arguably is one of the best legacy sequels ever, which I feel is a very hot take. I'm trying to think of like it's not as good as other legacy sequels. Like it's not as good as Top Gun Maverick, obviously, but like in the pantheon of what legacy sequels are supposed to be doing, this might be up there easily in the top grouping. I pulled up some legacy sequels right now. I think it's man, actually, yeah, looking at these, I think it's definitely better than a lot of these things, especially with what it was trying to do. I think outside of maybe the first Jurassic World, outside of maybe Rocky Balboa, The Force Awakens, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and Top Gun Maverick, it's like right up there. I really like this movie. I think it's funny. I think it works really well. I like the concept. I think that this is about the best way you could have gone about doing a Freaky Friday sequel. I also think that they made the correct choice in really focusing more on Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis versus the new actresses who are also part of the Freaky Friday swap. I think it would have been easy to kind of focus on them and do like 50-50, but it really felt like a 70-30, which is definitely the right choice. I really like the idea of like, you know, now that you're grown up, you see through the lens of your mom a lot more. So like, you know, the relationship they had in the first movie is obviously much more that daughter-mother relationship when you're a rebellious teen. And now that you're actually an adult, like that relationship is now morphed and you guys have become like good friends. I think is actually a very interesting concept. And I think there's a lot of truth to that as well. I really liked about 90% of this. I think that Lindsay Lohan has got it. She's still got it. I was very worried she would be stuck in kind of that like Netflix Hallmark rom-com world. This proves that she's still got the it factor beyond belief. I hope she gets a lot more work out of this. I hope she does some more stuff from this. I really hope it all, you know, keeps going really well for her because this is great. I think Jamie Lee Curtis here, honestly, one of her better roles in recent memory, which is crazy to say. But I do think that she's quite good here as well. And yeah, that's Freaky Friday is a big win, I would say, for Disney and for everything else. I actually had it kind of in that top half of movies in the year. I think it's actually my top 10. I gave it 3.5 stars, which, you know, for what I've been saying is not like it's like a wow, it's a 9 out of 10. Like, no, it's a solid like 7.5 out of 10. But having said that, like that's exactly what this should be. Right now it is number 11 on the year for me. I think it's about as close to we had a goal in mind and we achieved that goal movie since like last week with The Naked Gun, but like in a long time. It's one of those where it's just like it hit every single beat it was trying to hit, and I really enjoyed it. I think the story works really well, and honestly it looks good and it's fun. It's a fun time at the movies. So shout out to Freaky Friday. I really liked it. I was very impressed by it. I really didn't think it would be that good. I thought it would be too much of like that Gen Z humor, but no, it was solid. So pretty impressed with Freaky Friday. Any thoughts on that, Charles?
Sounds good.
I could tell you were really invested in that for sure. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. Next up is weapons. You're gonna actually talk to me more with weapons. I'm not just talking myself into the void. We're gonna do a little call and response game. I'm gonna ask you some questions, and you're gonna talk back to me.
Third grade.
Yeah, it is when you're on your phone talking while I'm talking to you. God, this guy. All right, weapons. Very highly anticipated. Next up from Zach Krieger, who brought us Barbarian a couple years ago. Movie I really like, Barbarian. Shout out to Detroit. Shout out. Takes place in Detroit.
Stop saying that.
I want to keep saying it until you lock in.
I'm locked in. I heard you say shout out.
So at 2:17 a.m., every child from Mrs. Gandry's class woke up, got out of bed, ran out the front door into the darkness, and never came back. That's how this movie starts. Ooh. Julia Gardner, Alden Ehrenreich, Josh Brolin are kind of the stars of this movie. The Alden Ehrenreich Renaissance is here. It's upon us. For all of those who were in line waiting the whole time, stay in line. We've done it. We've made it. We've come full circle. Julia Gardner, I think, is great in this movie. Josh Brolin, though, I think is very well placed in this role. Apparently, it was supposed to be Pedro Pascal, because of some issues with scheduling. He couldn't anymore and dropped out. I think Josh Brolin is the perfect replacement. If not, probably should have been the guy from the start. He's all-time dad energy in this movie, which I think works really well. It's hard to talk about this movie without spoilers, so I'm going to be very general, and then we'll get to spoilers, and then we'll do a little more talking with Charles to see if he could predict how it ended. I liked this movie. I didn't love it. I liked a lot of it. I think it was on a path to be something I would love, and it kind of lost me towards the end. I also think that the storytelling technique in this movie is to jump around. It follows one character, then goes back to a different character. Jump around. Jump around. Get down. Yeah. So like the storytelling technique is like it will stay with one character and then it will go back to the beginning of the story and stay with a new character the whole time, and you kind of see from different perspectives. I don't think that works the best in this movie. I don't think that is the right choice with a story like this. That's as, I don't want to say complicated, but like as intriguing as a story like this. I think it would have been a little easier and a little bit better if it just was more straightforward with its storytelling technique, especially with how the ending happened. I think that the concept is beyond fascinating. I just don't think that they stuck the landing, unfortunately, which is interesting because it's a very similar narrative structure and I would say not ending, but like similar rug pull to Barbarian. But I think that this one works not as well as Barbarian. I think Barbarian works really well where this does not work as well. Some people are obviously very high on this movie, and for those, I mean, if you're someone who really likes this, like that's awesome. I kind of feel left out of the party, to be honest, that I don't like it as much as everybody else. But that's just, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it doesn't feel for me. It just doesn't hit the same for me, which is unfortunate because I was very excited going into it. As everyone knows, we're not really like a horror podcast, but so when horror comes up that I'm excited for, like I was like, this is gonna be great. And it misses for me. I still give it 3 stars. I still really like it. I think it's about a 64 out of 100. If you're at all interested in seeing it, I do recommend seeing it. And if you all at all are interested in seeing it, now's the time to bow out because I'm going to go into full spoilers here with Charles. We're going to talk about it. And then at the end of the podcast, I'm going to play a clip from Jack. He's reviewing it as well. It's a 2-minute clip and he'll just talk about it as well if you want to hear his thoughts. But yeah, full spoilers right now. All right, Charles, we're going to play a game. And the game is tell me how this movie ends. Okay. I'm going to give you some options and you're going to tell me how this movie ends. So, like I said, 2:17 in the morning, the kids get up, they run away, they never come back. So, here are the options of how it ends. Number 1, the first option is the kids were all possessed by demons. Those demons compelled the kids to run away. They ran away and they never were found by the end of the movie. The second option is an evil aunt moves into one of the boys in the classroom's house. She possesses all the other children with her witch magic. The witch magic summons the children to the house to then suck the life force away from them. And then that's how it ends. Or the third option is it was actually aliens the whole time, and it was never a horror movie to begin with. Of those three options, what would it be the option?
Option 2.
It is option 2.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out it was an evil aunt who was a witch who needed the children to kind of suck the life force out of them to survive. I don't mind that being the twist. However, it's very obvious, and it's not really subtle, that this is supposed to be an allegory for a school shooting. There's a part of it where it just like hits the nose, like it hits the nail on the head, and kind of just says it to the audience, like, this is the moral of the story. I think it's a very interesting way to do a horror movie, to tell a story about something that's very important, very pertinent to society as a whole right now, while also delivering a clear message. My issue is you lose that message when you go down the "my aunt is a witch" rabbit hole, because it takes away a lot of the impact of the randomness and the just delivery of the original message you were going for. So to me, that kind of hurts the overall message of this movie. I didn't mind the whole "my aunt is a witch" thing. I think it kind of works well. My biggest issue is the tonal shift at the end. So, Charles, at the end, here are some options. Number 1, how they defeat the witch. The little boy uses a spell to defeat the witch. Option 2, the little boy snaps the wand of the evil witch, and all of the children brutally murder the witch on the neighbor's lawn after a very comedic sequence of the witch running away, as a big tonal shift in the film. Or the third option is the police all figure it out. They come to the house and they defeat the witch. It is 2. Good. You're good at this game. It is 2. Yeah. The tonal shift of the witch being chased across the town by these children really just takes me out of it. I know it's maybe supposed to be like a catharsis moment of like a levity and like, wow, the kids are going to win and like the evil is vanquished. I just don't think it works that well for me. I really don't. I think it takes a lot of the wind out of the sails of this movie. I get the point of it. I understand why he made that choice and why they went that path. I just don't think it works. And that's fine. For some people it does. Some people are like, that's such a great ending. You know, for me, it just kind of falls flat in its face. So you know what? To each his own kind of thing. It's just one of those things that's not for me. I think the mystery was way more impactful when it wasn't an evil witch aunt who then was comedically chased around town with like that, you know that song and like all the cartoons and people are getting chased. It's basically that for like the last 5 minutes of the movie. But yeah, I liked it. I didn't love it. I wish I loved it, because I think the first 70% of it, I was like, this could be a 4-star banger. Like, this is high potential. And then it just kind of fell on its face in the last 30 minutes, which stunk. But yeah, still overall good. I thought it'd be better. But that's Weapons. Any questions on it, Charles? Any questions you want to know?
Nope, I think I got a pretty good grasp.
All right, good. Hey, good. Also, it's funny, like it's just the Marvel Cinematic Universe of people in this movie. I mean, you have the Silver Surfer, Thanos, and the random guy from you have Wong. Shout out Wong. And then you have what's his name from not Ironheart. Yeah, Ironheart, that I only watched, and I still forget his name. But yeah, Weapons. Pretty good. I'd say good. Good as well. I'll stick with it. So Weapons ends up at number 13 on the year for me. So like I don't want you to feel like I hated this movie. I did like it quite a bit. It's above Ballerina, The Accountant, 2, How to Train Your Dragon, Fantastic Four, just below Freaky Friday and Friendship, but did not crack the top 10 for me, which I thought it really would. So unfortunate. Next week we will be talking some Matrix quadrilogy, and Charles is going to definitely watch them all, because he's a good boy who likes to participate in the podcast. Please, Chuck, will you please? Yeah, he nodded. He forgot he was on a podcast, and so he nodded. And then I'm gonna also try to see. I'm gonna also try to see Highest to Lowest, and I might see Nobody 2. I'm really debating seeing Nobody 2. But yeah. Anything else, Charles, for the pod?
Nar.
All right. Well, that's it. I'm gonna play the clip from Jack so you can hear his weapons review, and then that's it. Till next week, everybody. Have a good week. Peace.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry I couldn't make the podcast this week, but here to talk weapons pretty briefly. Saw Weapons this week. I really liked it. I think it's a real originality. It just really like pops off the screen, and I think there's just a lot to enjoy about this movie. I think there's some great performances. The horror elements are very fun. Some dream sequences that are, I think, some of the best we've seen in movies as of recently. I'm just a huge, I love dream sequences, and I wish we got a whole lot more of them in movies. But this movie's kind of spearheaded by two just really, really good performances from Julia Gardner and Josh Brolin. I think that they capture the tone of this movie very well. I think Josh Brolin, there's a very comedic moment in this movie that I just absolutely loved. Shout out, there's a Mad Max poster in this movie, so shout out Matthew for the Mad Max poster. Matthew is goated. But I think this like villain that we get in this movie, she's absolutely terrifying. I think I've like thought about her several times throughout the week. She was just so creepy. I think after I left the movie, I was like a little bit let down, but I think as the week went by, I think I realized how much I may have been freaked out. But the tension is very well built in this movie. I think there's some really effective jump scares. I don't think it's like top horror movie of the decade. Yet again, I really haven't seen a whole lot of horror movies over the past decade. I still really like this movie, and I think watching again would kind of give me some more concrete thoughts on this. But really fun movie. I think the ending, I got a little bit emotional. I don't know if that happened for you, Hunter. But I think there's a moment in this movie that is kind of an emotional ending. Yeah, I mean, I did. I like this movie. I'm kind of leaning at like a 76 out of 100. I think that it's good, and I think a rewatch would help it. Or a rewatch could hurt it. I don't know. Knowing what I know now, maybe rewatching it, the movie doesn't really come off as well on a rewatch. So kind of looking forward to going and seeing it again. But yeah, just I had a whole lot of fun watching this. Pretty like unexpected. Just kind of seeing this whole mystery unfold. But Weapons, had a blast. Go check it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.
All right, actually, I'm gonna respond to that. So the episode's not over quite yet. Interesting that he had the opposite reaction to me at the ending. I'm very kind of baffled by that. I'm actually not baffled by that. Like I said, people are gonna like it, people are not gonna like it.
You didn't get emotional, Hunter?
I did not get emotional. It definitely tried to be emotional, and like for sure, like if you were locked into it, which it seemed like Jack kind of was, I think that it would hit and you would get emotional about it. I think that the tonal shift just took me so far out of the movie that it kind of was just like I lost the emotional pull that it had. I think if it was a more consistent tone, I think I would have felt the emotion, like Jack said. As for the aunt, the witch herself, I didn't really touch on her all that much. About her design is very scary. I really didn't like it. She is unsettling. Like her whole everything is very effective as like a horror villain. I did like that quite a bit. Charles, if you just want to look up the aunt and just see her,
That's what I'm looking up.
Yeah, she's spooky. I did like all that.
Wait, oh my god, that?
Yeah, and that's not even her scariest version of herself. She is just very scary. There is a great comedic scene with Josh Brolin towards the end of this movie, but that was kind of the initial step of the tone shift. So while I liked that, it kind of just was like leading to a path that I didn't love. But I mean, it's funny that he and I kind of agree with the same thing, though. It's just if this is something that you maybe at all would be interested in, you should go see it because it is quite good. Yeah.
You're telling me you watched this movie and you didn't get the plot twist that this person was the bad person?
Oh no, I knew that. I just didn't. I didn't love the supernatural. I'm a witch kind of at all. There, you have to see it. It's hard. It's hard. I think if you went more straightforward with it, it would be better. Because it did. I mean, it's just Hansel and Gretel. Like she wanted the children kind of thing. Like it works, but there's a tonal shift that takes me out of it that I just don't love all that much. I think if it wasn't, it might be a 4-star movie. Like that's how much the tonal shift took me out of it, which for some people like Jack, it worked. Like he liked that aspect. I did not. So yeah, it's all in there.
God, she is tough to look at.
Yeah, she's a little spooky. But yeah, that's this is now it. This is it for the podcast. So till next week when the Matrix.
The last word.
I did want the last
word. Right through it.
The last word is mine. Also I'm gonna do a background for next week for the Matrix. I'm very excited for the Matrix. And Charles is gonna definitely watch the movies. He is.
I am.
Okay. We all heard it. So if he doesn't, we can all beat him up. Yeah, shame. All right. Till next week. Peace.